On the morning of November 2nd, we woke up in the desert of New Mexico, having walked all but the last 20 miles of the Continental Divide Trail. I handed the camera to each member of the family and asked them to spend a few minutes reflecting on the trip that lay behind them. And this is what Monica had to say.
Okay, well, this is my 5 minutes. I don't know if it's 5 minutes. We're finishing the trail today. Ooh! I've been like crying all morning. Some of which has been hurting. My feet hurting because I think my body's ready to be done walking for a little while. And so I think I'm a little bit sad. A little sad to finish. But just because I really love this trail. And all the wide open space and all the beauty that's out here. Because it's amazing. I think I've been fed by that pretty much the whole time. So I'm ready to be resting, but I know I'm gonna miss it too. I hope you can hear me. What else? This is a super long trail. It's been harder than the PCT. I think my feet were better because we kind of took care of them more, but I think just mentally it was harder to keep going because it just kind of seems to go on forever. Some of the terrain was a little harder than the PCT. Feeling pretty grateful for being able to get through it and being able to finish. I feel pretty proud of us, and I feel proud of Vince for managing things. It was kind of a hard trip on him, I think. I think the last one was too, but this one was more consistently hard. Just managing personalities and emotions, trying to think for people and trying to be helpful. So I think I'm glad for this to be done, at least for some kind of rest. It's not necessarily the work ends, but I think he gets a bigger chunk of it than I do out here. Let's see. I'm gonna miss the stars. I'm gonna miss the clouds and the blue sky. I feel like I am bumming everybody out. I feel like I got a lot of joy on this trip. Most of it was kind of, yeah, it sounds kind of weird to say, but most of it was by myself. Just in my own thoughts, and maybe not most of it, but I feel like I had a lot of joy on this trip. And I feel really grateful for our families and how much they support us, and for our friends at home, how much they support us, and I just feel really grateful that we got to do this, and that we've gotten to see what we've seen, and that we've gotten to be with each other and see what we've seen of each other, good and bad. We just had our last lunch, which is, it's my favorite time of the day. We were just laughing a lot. And I think I'll miss that. Sitting outside on just pieces of tie bags that need to be washed, and drinking out of cups that eaten with sporks need to be washed, and throwing things back and forth. We need to pass things to each other. I don't know. I think I'll miss that. So, I would probably wouldn't be honest to say that I don't feel nervous about going home and being home for, we're only really probably going to be there for 4 months unless something else happens, but going back and trying to plug into normal life again, that seems a little hard to wrap my head around at this point. So I think I've kind of been encouraged to take some time and really rest for a while when we get home, and then kind of just before we try to jump back in, give ourselves a little bit of time. So I'm gonna really try to do that, and just see what happens. I'm sure it will be a little difficult. I think that's why I'm nervous. There's going to be some shocks to the system. There was last time when we got home. So anyway, I would say I'm happy to be done, and I'm sad to be done, but I am looking forward to some rest. I think it's time. So, that's my rambling thoughts. Probably not exhaustive. This isn't really super comfortable for me. Okay, here's maybe something else. One thing I've thought about a lot on this trail, I'm trying not to cry, is that, well, I've thought a lot about worry and anxiety, and worrying about the future, and worrying about what's gonna happen. Same thing. I don't know. Just being worried that things aren't gonna go well, or things are gonna be painful, or things aren't gonna work right, or people are gonna be upset, or I'm gonna be upset I'm just not gonna get what I want. Worrying about the weather, worrying about pain, and being cold. And we have been cold and in pain, so I think those are, I think everybody has bad things happen to them, so on some level, life can be hard, so it's not like it's unfounded or irrational, but I've just been thinking a lot about how much time I spend doing that, and I've been praying a lot, about that, and through those anxious moments, and I feel like I've gotten a little relief from that, just worrying about everybody and their circumstances and my kids and what's going to happen in their lives, and because that's always my thing, is what's going to become of my children. Are they going to be happy? Are they going to be okay? Are they going to have what they need as far as life skills? Are they going to treat people well? Are they going to be treated well? But I think I've gotten some relief from that, as far as, or just in the way of like knowing that it's not all my responsibility, that it's not all within my power to manage all of that for them, and God is in charge, much more, well, no, he's in charge, and I think that whatever happens will ultimately be for everyone's good. So I feel like that has been a big deal for me this trip. Just getting some assurance that we're not going to be left in the lurch, and I don't know if that makes any sense, but we have God to call on, and He's going to give us what He wants to give us, and it will be a generous thing from Him and before our best thing for us. And there's some rest in that, because I feel like I can quit trying to manage it all, or whatever. Doesn't mean I'm going to, but I just had a lot of time to feel some other here, so that's when I really put on this trip.
Thanks for listening. For more riveting content, visit our Patreon page.